Hello and welcome, I'm Mystical, this is Mystical Gaming, we are back into Watcher of Realms, and today we're going to finish off our trilogy of stages 18. So this is Gear 3, stage 18, and let's jump into it. Here we are, stage 18, Power Dominance off. Hit the guide button, let's go and have a look. Highly recommended heroes, all legendary. And if you've got any of them, they are going to make this a lot easier, but we will cross that bridge later. And then recommended, legendary, and then we've got two non-legendaries down here as well. We've actually got three. I haven't seen this. Piercer. Oh, when deployed gains invisibility. Right, gains invisibility, he would be really, really good. Absolutely brilliant. Do like that invisibility, and it comes in very handy when you do stages 19. But it won't, I mean, it'd probably be good on this stage, but it would be much better at stage 19. He's got a viable slot in there, but we'll come to that later. So, recommended lineups, always have a look down here, see which champions you've got, see what other people are using. So, these aren't always the recommended heroes or highly recommended heroes. Other people have slotted other champions in, so make sure you have a look, see if you've got any of these heroes, see if you can put them into your team makeup as well. Now, Legendary Lord bonus is being used. Here she is, Luria, an absolutely naked Luria, but she is being used there for Lord bonus. We do like giving ourselves a Lord bonus. Remember, you're getting 10 slots, you can only put down 8 champions. Make sure you have a think about, can I use a Lord bonus in there? Hyros probably not being used, but he's given his Lord bonus. Who else have we got down here? Luria again's being used, Wrath is being used. There we go, we've got plenty of people being used. Now, map info. Here we go, let's go and have a look through. So we can see where we're going to be standing. There's a little island to the left and one to the right, and then the main area in the center here. Now it's sort of a DPS, range DPS fight, so all the mobs come down from the top of the screen. There isn't anywhere to put your defenders really, and then if you're going to use fighters and defenders, have a check, make sure you read up on their skills, make sure they can hit airborne units, because otherwise they're useless. And you've only got the 2 slots to actually put them in the middle of that island. Now, the favourite option is to use someone who gives you a coin return, so generates coinage for you so you can get down more units. That is a possible way ahead. We won't be using it today, but bear in mind that is a way ahead. Now, as we can see, our defence and magic resistance is much the same to all the mobs. Maybe slightly less there and there. So our defense is slightly less on the majority of mobs than our magic resistance. We're more likely to take damage from physical attacks, which means we're better off using marksman. The other reason we're better off using marksman is if we have a look up here, it says light armor. Here, light armor. Every single one of these mobs has light armor. Now there's nowhere clickable on here, which is a bit of a shame. But if you come out to your champion, let's come out to a champion, here do. And then skills, damage type, piercing. So if we click on that, we can see piercing damage counters light armor. It does damage plus 20%. Bear that in mind. There we've got light armor. You're using piercing champions, and the reason you're doing that is not only because their physical defense is less than their magic resistance, but also piercing damage is more to light armor. Right, back to the map. So that is about it for the map. Popular heroes, so let's go and have a look. Legendaries everywhere. Luria is here again. Absolutely fantastic. Lore bonus, we will be using her, and we'll have a look at the lore bonus. Idril. Idril is absolutely fantastic at this. If you've got one and you're using her, level her up all the way. You have no problems using her whatsoever. And again, here we go. Here's our map. Vortex, he's in there again. He has been recommended or highly recommended and popular hero everywhere in the game. Your first one, absolutely level and max out. You will not regret it. He is awesome. There we go. Here's Maul down here as well. Now we used Maul again in Gear Raid 1 stage 18. So if you've got one, feel free to max Maul out. Good champion. You will use him all over the place. Right, let's get into building our team. Hands off, fight. 18. Right, let's get rid of everyone we've got. There now. We want to do some piercing damage, so we're going to have an Idril, Maul, as piercing damage, level 58, you're close enough. We've got sort of 4 DPS there, going to want some healers in there. We use Maul and we use Hollow again, we use the same healers as we had before, so if you've leveled them up then it's not a big issue for you. Let's take a support, let's take Dolores, so she can buff our DPS. If we're going to have to buff, then we might as well take Dolores. And now after that, we are going to want some Lord skills again, aren't we? So where is she? There she is. Let's have a look. Luria as Lord is active. Increases faction allies' basic attributes by 10%, so all their attributes go up by 10%. Faction allies' attack ranges are also increased. Now you'll see this when you place your champion down. Put your champion down on the map and you'll see their range. Then it sort of flickers and then it will increase, and you'll see how much additional range they've got. That's why she's so good. That Lord skill there of increasing their range is absolutely brilliant, particularly on a ranged DPS fight. We're giving them extra DPS realistically because they can hit everyone more or less a tile beforehand. Now, where's our favourite girl? There she is. Level 1, completely unbooked. We're using a vortex as well, so we may as well buff these because we know we're going to use them. And we had greed leveled up, so we're chucking greed as well, and that'll be our team. And this is only to get you through stage 18. Again, why do you want to do it? New content's coming, and the requirement on the Forerunner server was heroes 1, 2 and 3, stages 18 must be complete. Now, let's jump into this. Put an Idril, and then you see her range was increased. Let's slow that back down. Laura's to buffer everyone's attack. And then we want sort of AoE, that's why we've taken them all, because he does the AoE damage set. We've got ads coming in from the right hand side, he will take care of them. We've also got the same happening on the left hand side. Let's trigger her ultimate, start killing things. We've also got people coming in from the left hand side, so we use Brienne, I think it might be, or I'm thinking of Game of Thrones. Again, you see her range increased. There's Dolores, she's triggered now. Oh, let's place Hollow down. You see Hollow can reach onto this side and also reach the people on this side. And then when we use Vortex, we'll do the same with Vortex. We'll put him down on the far right here. And then he can reach everyone on the side. There we go. That's pretty much everyone down. I think we can deploy one more. So we'll probably put trigger off Maul. Here we go. This is his ultimate. Look at how good that is. Just clears everyone out. Doesn't give us an issue with that side. Now going on in the game you will need AoE DPS, so that's why Maul is so good, because he's usable in the next round as well. Hollow gives us rage back, so we'll trigger her. Now we've triggered Brienne's ultimate. We'll stick down Greed, and we'll start triggering off Idril as well. That is pretty much our fight. I'd say done, but that's everyone down for us. And now it's just a matter of slowly getting our way through the fight. Now we've used pretty much all piercers because we now know that they do more damage. And this is all you're looking for really. On the right and left hand side you want much AoE damage as you can get. Greed is there helping out, putting on a slow. Thanks very much. Just help kill down any of these little ads that get through. Follow again just to keep ticking over to keep the rage regen going. And quick look on the boss. We're doing alright, the boss is slowly getting there. We don't really have any worries in the game at the moment. The trigger from Dolores, she's buffing everyone there. Idril's ultimate is up. There's Greed helping out. Greed's slowing them down, so that's always a bonus. Ultimate's due. All on the other side. Just a matter of triggering off the ultimates to keep this AoE DPS down on the groups that arrive. Now, the centre where the boss is isn't very much of an issue. You just tick along and kill the boss down. Now the boss is down, we've actually freed up a couple of DPS units. Idril's now helping out. Last couple of mobs, what we got? Yeah, we're on the last 4 mobs now, and that's essentially how the fight's done. Nice and easy, nice and slowly done, no great issues. Can get this done. Can get it done before Gear Raid 4 drops. These are the last 2 mobs, and we will quit out before I get charged for the stamina. I want to use it on artifact material rates. So that's essentially the fight is done there. It's not too hard, and it is one of the more important ones for you to do. So that's the final one done there. Let's have a look at the champions. There's Luria. There's all her gear required for the Lord skill that she brings along, and that's it. All she's being used for. Now our other champions, here we go. Now her gear is, a lot of it is leveled up to 16, but she isn't. She does not have an artifact on because I didn't bother putting one on. Awakenings are mostly done. Her promotions aren't, so she's 6-star, but she's only 4 of the 6 stars done. So if you've done these and you gave her an amulet, an artifact, you'd probably find she does a lot more damage. I haven't done that, but you may have less gear, but you'd be able to promote her fully up. So it's not all bad there. Again, as we got Maul, we know Maul is geared. He's done in the same gear as he has been all week. Again, that's the same with Greed. We've built him up. We've used him pretty much everywhere. There's Greed done as well. There's Idril. Now, Idril, absolutely fantastic for gear 83. So chuck your best stuff on Idril. You won't regret it. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, hook her up, skill her up, get her done. She is a phenomenally good champion, and you will use her a lot. Vortex is same as before. We haven't changed anything on him. Follow, same as before. We haven't changed anything on her either. I'm still in terrible gear, and need to probably sort that out at some point. But there you go. She's in terrible gear. Dolores is there just for the attack bonus for that invigoration. So her invigoration skill, there it is here at inspiration. It gives 40% of her attack onto your DPS, which is a 40% of her attack boost to them. So that is fantastic, but that's all she's there for. So when you're gearing her up, just gear her with attack, attack. Okay, that's all you want on her. She's not there to heal, she's there to support, there to buff. That is it. I think that was about it for champions we used, wasn't it? Apart from, now she probably does, is that she's been in every one we've used so far. Agna, there she is, absolutely brilliant. If you pull this rare, keep a copy of her, because she is awesome. Solely for that, because you use a lot of champions from the north, Maul is from the north, Vortex is from the north, and you're using both of them all over the place, so you may as well buff their attributes by 5% without any whatsoever. Now that about covers it. Tomorrow we're going to do a little prep video. What you need to do will get done for next week. Events dropping next week, so you need to do some work for those over the weekend just to make your life easier, and we'll cover that in a video tomorrow. Thank you very much for your time. If you've got this far and it's helped you out, give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe. Young channel, it does help me to grow massively, so if you could do that, that'd be much appreciated. I hope you're all good, and I'll see you in a video again soon. Cheers for your time. Goodbye.